Oh, and if I did all the things I said that I would do, would you then believe me if I said that we were through? Somehow I know for sure you'd finally start to smile. After all, when it comes to you, I'm the expert, aren't I? Somehow. Okay. Shoot. Hello. Is my model up? Okay, good. Okay, there's a few things, chat. Couple of things. First, my plan. I have a plan, chat. I know. Don't freak out. No, but I wanna set up a multi-streaming thing. I literally just thought like, hey, I have a Twitch. Maybe I should, you know, do that. So I'm gonna quickly. I think I just have to do this, right? Name Twitch. I don't really remember how I do this. You're kidding me. Does this not work? Chat. I'm getting annoyed. What I might do is switch over to Twitch for 2 seconds. I don't know. Whatever. I guess we're not going on Twitch right now. No big deal. I don't even know if I can stream on Twitch. House of Fata Morgana. I feel like Twitch has a lot of like stricter policies when it comes to all that stuff. Yeah. Also, I fixed some of my model calibration, so hopefully it tracks my mouth when I move. But we'll see. This is like too expressive for me, you know? Like, I'm not used to my mouth being open. Like, what? Why do I look like a baby? Chat, am I a baby? I look like I'm gonna say goo goo gaga. Okay. We are here. We're doing the thing. Is my thing up? Okay, good. Yeah, but I changed some of my tracking stuff. Let me know if it's not working, chat. That is on you. Ooh. We're back. How did I do this again? Is this loud? It feels loud for me again. But it doesn't look loud for y'all. I think... I'm trying to remember how I did this last time. Here we go. So chat, last time we finished door 1. Mel only dates his sisters. The white-haired girl, which we still don't know her name. That girl was his half-sister or something. And then Nelly, like, killed her. No, didn't kill her, like, scalped her. I don't know, took her hair. I don't remember. But Nelly went insane. And then the white-haired girl vanished. And Mel was like, boo-hoo. That's all I remember, right? Okay. Oh. The crestfallen young man faded into the distance, and the decrepit double doors clacked shut. Through the shattered glass, you could see the ruins of a garden, not a single rose growing within. You have evidently returned from the past. In the garden, weeds grew taller than people. You found it difficult to look at. A wolf howled in the distance. The children, the sea of roses, and the white-haired girl were nowhere to be found. You and the maid, who called you master, were the only people present in the mansion. She's back. She's back, chat. What happened to them next? Oh, master. You would know better than I. My, you cannot remember? It seems this is quite serious, then. Worry not, my loyalty lies with you, master. The mansion has witnessed more yet. Let us make our way to the second door. Your hand in hers, the maid guided you back through the kitchen and into the tea room. Her palms were still cold. You felt as though you were clenching ice. Master, do you wish to know the truth, no matter what may be hidden within? Or, if it's something you would be happier not knowing, would you rather remain in the dark? Oh, is that so? I wonder about their father. Yes, the flaxen-haired sibling's father. Do you think he knew about the white-haired girl? If he did, then perhaps he allowed her to stay because of how deeply he loved his wife. Or maybe because he did not want people to find out about her. How deeply he loved his wife? Like, I don't know. Would I take my... No, I guess I would. But, like, also he was never at the mansion, right? That's what they said? That's weird. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel. I don't know if I would stay with someone if they cheated on me in a marriage. That would be hard. I expect he too experienced many different emotions. But those pages of his story remain untold. Their parents likely had a turbulent tale as well, but theirs is not of consequence. To whom? I could not tell you. You and the maid crossed through the entrance hall, continuing your trek. At some point, the fire in the fireplace had faded to embers, emphasizing the lack of light within the mansion. The maid took a candlestick and lit it in the cinders. The small flame illuminated her pale face. On a whim, you asked the maid about herself. About me? I'm a maid devoted to your service, master, as I have said. Oh, what is that? You're interested in my name. You flatter me. I truly do appreciate the question, but you are more than welcome to simply call me the maid. Also, it would make me much happier to hear you say my name after you've recalled who you are, master. A subtle smile rose to the maid's face, after which she began to lead you down a first-floor corridor. What if this is like the white-haired girl, you know? Because, like, we already established time travel. Or is this Millie? It's Millie. Nellie. I keep thinking Millie. I don't know why. Nellie. Still holding the maid's hand, you passed in front of the full-length mirror. We are holding this maid's hand a lot. Like, find me dinner. Like, what? In it reflected the warm light of the candle, which disappeared out of the range shortly thereafter. Oh my, is something the matter? Did you come across something? They're doing it on purpose, chat. They know I can't say this word. Did you come across something peculiar? Did you come across something peculiar? That was good. I did it. That was it, right, chat? Chat, that was it. Please tell me. The maid had not appeared in the mirror. What? Chat, I'm a little suspicious on the maid here. I don't think she's a... I don't know if she's a person. She might be a little eldritch horror. But she was not the only one without a reflection. I'm an eldritch horror? I'm a vampire? Am I hot? You reached the end of the corridor. There appeared to be a doorway, but the door itself was long since gone, leaving only a hole in the What? Can you read? There appeared to be a doorway, but the door itself was long since gone, leaving only a hole in the wall to frame the stairs behind it. Without hesitation, the maid descended into the darkness. No. You don't follow a woman into a basement. I did that, and certain things in my body expanded. Anyway, you have more interest in this mansion, master, than... You have more interest in this mansion, master, than a mere maid, do you not? Though it pains me to say as much in your presence, master, this house is cursed. Yes, it is a curse that runs deep. As you just bore witness to, the majority of those who dwell within these walls fall into misfortune. They die. No. I have served here for many years, and periods of happiness are as fleeting as a sugar cube in a cup of hot tea. Why did such tragedies befall them? If I were to guess, master, it was because you had not returned. When you remember your true self, the mansion's curse should be broken. This is some lore dump. The next door is before us. Why does the main not just tell us? Like, why do I gotta, learn that two siblings almost, did things? It appeared to be the entrance to a cellar. This disconsolate wooden door was visibly rotted in several places, and it seemed it might crumble at a single touch. You'd hear the sound of something devouring meat beyond the door. Chat, I don't like where this is going. I don't know about this, chat. Maybe there was a beast living within. Let me at him. Let me at him, chat. I'll beat him up. Bruh. You stay away from my maid, my lady. Step back. Step back. I got her. Ready, chat? Are you ready to face the horrors of the unknown? Before you had a chance to say you thought it was dangerous, the maid opened the door with a chilling smile on her face. She is throwing, chat. She's gonna get us killed. Your first impression was that it smelled of blood. I don't know about this, chat. Chat, I'm a little worried. Second door, 1707. I don't know about this OST anymore, chat. What the heck? This is so creepy. Okay. The mansion sat in ruins in that era. Not a soul resided within. The grandeur of the house was lost to the ages. It was in perpetual decline. Not a flower grew in the garden. Dust and dirt blackened the plaster. Cobwebs blanketed the corridors. Ivy shrouded the outer walls. It was not a pleasant sight. I feel like this is a little loud. Oh. The depth of the previous owner's grief, or perhaps despair, was far too much. So is this like the backstory of how the curse happened? I wonder what okay. Chat. This is what I was concerned about. And like after stream last time, okay, I can't hear myself. After stream last time, I was like, what was the point of the tale? Like, what was the lesson learned? And what happened to everyone? I was so confused, and I had so many questions, but I didn't even know what my questions were, you know? After the beautiful flaxen-haired family... Or wait, no, this isn't the pre-story. This is 1707, which is like... The last one was like 16 something. 15 something? Something like that. So this is after the whole Mel thing. After the beautiful flaxen-haired family people stayed away from the mansion. They had no heirs, so the bloodline simply vanished into the depths of history. Really? Why did people stay away? I guess they did figure out with Nellie. But we didn't see, like, the aftermath, really. Like, I don't really know what happened after that. It had been about 50 years since the house last had a resident. The forlorn property appeared as though it had been abandoned for centuries, and the occasional villager who stumbled upon it did not remain there for more than a day. My time there was rather solitary. That was perhaps the loneliest time of my life. How old are you? Everyone who visited the mansion feared it, and I was left without anyone to become its master. I even came to believe that my time serving as a maid would come to an end in this era. However, one day I noticed something out of the ordinary. As a servant of the house, I'm almost immediately aware of any new presence within its walls, and there appeared to be someone downstairs. Can you imagine just how delighted I was? This looks like Sayano Uta. This looks creepy, chat. A part of me was anxious about what kind of person I might find. The possibility that it could be you had my heart aflutter. How old am I? I'm so confused. I have so many questions. So resisting the urge to rush, I head for the basement. The cellar was where red wine, smoked meat, and other preserved foods were kept. By that point, the wine was practically antique. As I expected, a man had made his way into the cellar. Is anyone there? That was a loud noise, chat. Is anyone there? Although I'm unsure if referring to him as a man is entirely accurate. That's what he said. Oh my, this is quite something. Hi, Mr. Question mark, question mark, question mark? That's what he said. The very first thing I sensed was an almost unbearable stench. The odor emanated from the man, heightened by the food he had carelessly rummaged through. Blood-red liquid spilled from the wine barrels, soaking the floor. His sunken eyes had a piercing, wolf-like glimmer in them. His teeth were sharp and yellow, visible as he ripped into a chunk of meat. He grumbled in a seemingly inhuman tongue. I was looking at a beast, or perhaps a half-beast. There was another source of odor in the room, though. It had something of a kind of metallic tinge to it, and when I noticed this, I nearly passed out. The red liquid was not just wine, as I assumed. The beast had, I presumed, stolen a weapon from the village. A sword far too nice for him lay on the floor by his side. I could hardly imagine how many people's lives he had taken with that blade. It was visibly wet with blood, even in the darkness of the cellar, but at the same time, it had an imposing gleam. The fine, luscious aroma of wine could not mask the stench of blood in the beast. Holding my breath, I took a few moments to ponder. Ponder what? Oh, master, you know. Tell me, were you summoned here by the mansion? Did you come here knowing what kind of place it is? Meow, 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 meow. Mm-hmm. If you are in want of money, you are welcome to help yourself to some of the furniture. And I imagine the villagers would be willing to welcome you if you dress yourself up a little more like a person. Then you can trade the furniture for food and make your way to a larger town. The wolf was able to fool the innocent little girl simply by putting on clothing, after all. Meep. Oh dear, I was afraid you wouldn't understand me. What am I to do? I was in quite the predicament. Nevertheless, it meant a great deal to me then that I had found someone who did not fear the mansion, be they human or beast. So I decided I should give him my assistance, while doing my best not to agitate him. Say, could you perchance be my new master? She's cheating on me! Shit! I don't like her. Shit, I don't like her anymore. She's cheating on me. How dare you? Oh, this is cute. The mansion sat near the ocean. To say it was Why is everything so loud? To say it was perched upon a cliff might make it sound rather intimidating, but you could see the beautiful, clear sea through the wind. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Whoever frickin'... Who did that? The mansion had been in proper condition. It would have been breathtaking against that backdrop. I even wanted to plant orange trees in the garden. One Piece reference. Though it was a tumultuous era, the sun still shone bright upon the land, which only served to emphasize the house's unsightliness. Oh yes, perhaps I should give you some more background information. At that period in time, a war had just drawn to a close. The once gorgeous wetlands were infested with crowds picking at decaying remains. Bodies of soldiers fallen in battle continually washed up on the shores of coastal villages. People wanted nothing more than for the curtain to draw on that deeply political contest. And when it finally did, the kingdom, with its richly fertile shores, was stripped of its independence, beginning a new era under new rule. The people were exhausted, their spirits wasted away, and the splendor of the ocean and sky did nothing to help. In my mind, the beast was emblematic of the times, emaciated and enveloped in the scent of blood. But the war came to an end. Thus, the beast did not have to remain a beast, I thought. Did he? And so, I endeavored to make the beast more human-like. First, I need to do something about his appearance. I should draw a bath, scrub away the filth, and dress him in clothing left in the mansion. However, having sat unused for 50 years, the majority of garments had been devoured by insects and were of little use. Didn't you do your job? Weren't you supposed to take care of that? What were you doing for 50 years? Just sitting in a mansion. So I searched for the mansion top to bottom for anything the beast could wear, heated up some coals, and set to work ironing what I found. At the time, steam irons had not yet been invented. We used plates of iron heated with coals. Sounds like too much work. Do wrinkles really hurt anyone? No. They somewhat resembled kettles. Even prepared meals for the beast in order to teach him proper table manners. Although, with the mansion in a nearly uninhabitable state of disarray, there was only so much I could do in the kitchen. And the only supplies I had to work with were what was left in the cellar. As such, I was not able to put to use the cooking skills I had learned in the flaxen-haired family's time. I want to go back to the old characters. You know? I want to see what happened to them. Now, you mustn't eat with your hands. Do you want to get your fingers and face dirty? You eat using a knife and fork. See? Like this. I feel like I'm teaching a young child. Oh my. What are you holding your head for? Yeah, oh dear. Perhaps I should not be teaching you... Perhaps I should be teaching you to speak before table manners. Roar. Worry not, we have plenty of time. You needn't act so frightened. Bah! Perhaps you do not need to be understood at all. Meep. Would you be so kind as to tell me your name? You are, for now, still a guest. It is too soon for me to call you master. You better not. Cheating little maid. Or am I mistaken? Your name? That is what people call you. How about I start by telling you my name? I'm called... Can I never learn a single character's name? I know more side characters' names than these people. Arthur didn't even have a sprite. B. E. The maid's like, what? What? B. B. E. S. T. E. I. Fuck. We gotta redo the line. Chat, I'm going back. Bestia? 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 Sounds like a pretty stupid name. Bestia? More like Worstia. Your name is Bestia? I see. Then that is why I shall call you Bestia. My, you seem to be rather perplexed as to how I am still alive. He had, in fact, attempted to cause me harm. However, I'm a servant of the house. The beast called himself Bestia. It is a curious thing. When I learned his name, he seemed to take on new importance in my mind. He was not a mere beast, but the thing called Bestia. Master. Should I ever have the chance to hear your name, I am certain you too shall become more substantial a presence. But you must always remember, Master, that even if you do not remember your name, and even if you never know mine, you have always held a special place in my heart. I whatever. Don't even care. Shut up. Gosh. And thus began my tranquil days with Bestia. You cheating skank. How dare you? How dare you? I would cheat on someone with Bestia. Don't worry. Slowly he began to learn the human tongue. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? And I was, to be quite honest, rather thrilled. What do you mean by that? To be certain, I was afraid of the beast. Okay. My fear was not so strong as my elation that there was someone else in the mansion. Someone to whom I could speak. And someone that might become my master. Come on. Come now. You must pull weeds at the roots or they will soon grow back. This is a task that requires perseverance. You do it like this, see? There you go. Right. Grass. Oh, did you not expect that? What appears to be many plants on the surface is actually all connected within the soil. This is a task that requires a man's strength. If there were other servants, they could do it. So I apologize for making you tend to the garden, future master. Or perhaps, now that you are all dressed up, do you wish to leave the mansion and find someone to fool as the wolf did the sweet little girl? Have you no interest in remaining in such a disheveled house? Go on. Not want leave. Oh my, is that so? If you wish to stay, then I shall not stop you. On the contrary, I will gladly attend to you. I'm waiting for the person who is to become my master. Forever waiting. I should be able to watch over you until the day you depart this world, old and wrinkled. Do you not believe me? Are you interested in becoming the master of this house? I'm like kind of mad. Like, she knows that it's cursed. She's kind of like dooming Bestia. What's up, Elliot? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Chat, would you get cursed in order to have a maid? Chat, would you get cursed in order to have me as your maid? Will be. I genuinely forgot I was subbed to the New York Mets. Are they losing again? If Nags ever sees this, the Mets always lose at baseball. I'm not a baseball fan, and I knew that the Mets suck. I'm sorry. There goes all my chances at collabing with Nags. I have to wonder if you know what you are saying, although it matters little whether you do or not. No, they're winning? It's the most surprising thing I've heard all day. You're an SF Giants fan? Hey, does San Fran... It's the San Fran's... The San Fran Giants? I didn't know that. I thought the Giants were... No, that's the New York Giants. Okay, you can't have... That's too confusing. San Fran, you gotta change your. Should be something else. We gotta change it. San Francisco. That's what it is. I kept accidentally in my mind saying San Franciscan, but that's not that's not San Francisco. I know they had the Giants. I thought that was only the New York Giants, which they also lose a lot, but like Giants in San Francisco were originally based in New York. Huh. This is why I'm not in geography. I didn't make that connection. So they're like the angry stepchild that's like, "No, you're not my real dad." And then they decide to play baseball and they kind of suck at it. They're like, "No, I'm going to move." Oh shit. Chad, I'm sitting like L from Death Note right now. Oh my, look at that. Now this brings back memories. This is called a rose. Do you know what a rose is? It is a type of flower. Baseball giants came first. They need to do it so in a 5-year period, whoever gets more like winning trophies, the other one has to change their name or their mascot. That's what they should do. Then people will watch New York sports. I'm not a football guy, but whenever I see the Giants on, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be one-sided, isn't it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Giants fans. You're truly dedicated, I could say. No, not no no. Do not no. I see. Then allow me to teach you. What you have here is not a real rose. Real roses wilted and are sleeping in the soil. This is called an accessory. It's something women wear. Oh, wait. San Francisco Giants are actually good at sport? That's crazy. I don't follow baseball. The beast held an ornament. This is another word that I struggle with, chat. Ornamental. Or ornament, like an ornament. Do you guys like pronounce ornament with a D randomly? I would say ornament. 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 That's weird. White ornamental white. Fuck. The beast held an ornamental white rose in his hands, an object someone sometime meant to give to someone else. Wait, this is probably what Mel was trying to give the white-haired girl. Oh, that's crazy. Curiously, the white rose was just as stunning as it had been the day it was made, despite being buried in the earth for so many years. I hear roses make wonderful gifts. He stared intently at the decorative rose. I had presumed the beast would either discard it disinterestedly or destroy it. But much to my surprise, Bestia had it gently in his hands as though it were something precious to him. Is this Mel? Are you, perchance, consider giving it to me? Back the fuck off. She's mine. She's mine, Bestia. Hey, you. Yeah, I see you. You think, oh, just because I'm a wolf, I'm alpha. No, she's mine. She's mine. You, row, row, row. I got that dog in me. Bestia, more like worstia. Whoopah, whoopah. Spit on you. Find your own woman. So you're not very well. Now you made her sad. How dare you? How dare you not riz my woman? You suck. You're bad. I don't like you. You. Sorry, chat. The wolf in me, the dog in me came out. Is there someone else you would like to give it to? In that moment, a thought floated through my mind. The thing I had found in a pool of blood in the cellar was a monstrous creature indeed, but perhaps that was not, at his core, what he truly was. So I asked him a question. What is it that you desire, Bestia? This mansion fulfills people's desires. I wouldn't say that. I don't think Mel got what he desired. Unless, well, did he kiss the white-haired girl? I don't remember. If you desire kissing your sister, I mean, the mansion can do that. If you yearn for something, want woman. I thought I was gonna say woman. Live peace. Okay, do we think this is a child chat, or... I feel like it's a child. I mean, I don't think parents are, like, outwardly rude. Adults are subtle when they're mean. Look at that filthy thing! A beast! It's a beast! It's eating goddamn sand. You really are that hungry. Beast, you foul creature. Stay the hell back. Get any closer, filthy beast. And I'll kill you. Several days passed by. As Bestia began to act more like a person, the mansion followed suit, slowly becoming more habitable, though not yet back to its former glory. No flowers grew in the garden, but neither were there weeds infesting it. The dusty corridors, shattered windows, rust-covered kitchen gradually returned to their proper states. Did she just decide to not maid during this time? She was like, well, I have no master. Bestia learned how to change his own clothes and how to draw a bath. No longer did I have to wait on him hand and foot. He could take care of a number of things all by himself. You changed him. What we lacked for food he acquired from the forest. Never did he go to purchase supplies from the village, rather he captured hares and gathered herbs hidden in the overgrowth. They were days without incident, and though such a life may be want for excitement, peace is something that you mustn't take for granted. Those who have it cast it aside, finding the leisurely flow of time dull. Only those who have never experienced it truly know how precious it is. Bestia appeared to be content. He wore an expression of solitary serenity. Someone! Is anyone there? Then one day a crack formed in the uneventful tranquility. Is anyone in there? Could you part with some food? I don't need much. Some food and water. Just a little. That's all I need. Bessie looked over at me as if seeking my aid. Ironic, no? It was the visitor who was truly in need of aid. I pondered it for a few moments, deciding that I could not simply turn anyone away someone calling upon the mansion. Had Bestia ordered me not to let him in, I would have followed his instructions, but he said nothing. Ew. Sorry, that was rude. I just he looked whack, chat. Chat, I don't like it. Oh, thank God somebody's here. Oh, thank God someone's here. I was afraid it was deserted. I would have given him a nerdy voice now. You said you were in need of. You said you were in need of Fuck. You said you were in need of sustenance. Yes. It doesn't have to be much. Anything to quench this thirst. I got lost, and it's been several days. Give me a few minutes. I will find. Let him in. I'm gonna need to do like a my shadow voice of let him in. I've never done that voice for that like a long period of time though, so we'll see how this goes, chat. A firm, deep voice came from behind me. I was quite startled. When did the beast learn to act so much like a human? When he learned to speak so clearly and to behave so much like a master? Ha. Upon seeing Bestia, a look of terror appeared to cross the wanderer's face for a moment. To my eyes, Bestia was the very image of a head of house, but to an outsider, he probably appeared to be nothing more than a beast in man's clothing. Prepare. I'm 13. Prepare him a meal and a bed. I suspect he is quite tired. Thank you very much. But in time, the fear drained from the man's face. Bestia sat precariously on the border between man and beast. Though he still had his doubts, the wanderer revised his first impression, deciding Bestia was human. As the wolf had fooled the little girl in the forest, he too had succeeded in playing the role of a man. I thought I was a goner for a while there, but you really came to the rescue. And a meal like this on top of that. You really didn't have to. Though I guess that's not an appropriate thing to say as I'm eating. What kind of meat is this? Human. Hair. It's damn tender for a rabbit. And here I thought it was beef. You have quite the skilled chef. Oh, is she the one who cooked this? Is she your wife? Oh no, I'm merely a servant. A female servant, huh? Don't see that very often. This mansion's just full of surprises, I can hardly believe it. Lost for days, and as soon as I think I'm dead, there it is. Thinking back on it now, it's miraculous. But why are you two living alone in this house on a cliff? Oh, I beg your pardon? Asking so many questions without telling you about myself. My apologies. Just a little too excited to finally see other people. I'm a merchant. I do international trade. Till a few years back, spice exports pretty much all came from one place. But now that we've established trade routes of our own, my country's fighting tooth and nail to push its exports. And in fact, some have lost a few teeth in the fight already, but that's just how it works. It's a cutthroat world. You do what you must to survive. That's just how it works, the merchant said, a sorrowful look on his face. He was quite clearly putting on a show, though. Confidence in himself and his homeland radiated from that man. I came to this land to do business, but much to my chagrin, I somehow ended up lost in the forest. Had I wandered around much longer, I'd lost the chance to ever see my beloved again. Your beloved. Yes, sir. I'm constantly out on my business, so I only ever get to see each other a few times a year. But she always waits for my return. I'd like to introduce you to her if I ever get the chance. She's a pretty girl, if not especially striking. Is that so? The merchant was a man of many words, and I, for one, do not mind a lively supper table. Though I know not how Bestia felt. At the very least, I was glad we had invited the Wanderer into the mansion. He was, after all, holding a proper conversation with someone, and he seemed to be having success concealing his piercing beast-like gaze. However... Oh, right. I stopped by the village before entering the forest, and I heard a bone-chilling tale there. As soon as the merchant brought up the subject, a palpable tension spread through the room. They say there have been sightings of a beast. That's weird. Isn't that right, Bestia? Have you heard about this Bestia? Huh. Your name sounds like Beast. And you're staring at me weirdly, and you have a really deep voice. It's a creature unlike anything anyone's seen before. Not a wolf or a bear or anything like that. It even attacked the village once, killing several people. Thankfully, the men managed to drive it out. But the creature is still alive. There's nothing in this world scarier than a vicious beast. So you should keep an eye out. Wouldn't want you to accidentally let a murderous beast into your home. At the villager's insistence, I had smithingly forged me a knife. The smithy forged me a knife. Is that knife? Huh? With you now? Well, yeah, I got it on me right here. Oh god! Oh god! Bessie just chops him. Only good to defend myself with, but it's better than that knife. You brought that knife? You're here to kill me with that knife. What? You're going to stab me again and again with that knife, like they did last time. That's why you're here, isn't it? What are you talking about? What's gotten into you? Stab and stab and stab. Calm down. What are you so worried about? I'm not gonna hurt you with the... What did you say? I like to imagine that before the wolf ate the poor little girl, he said, "Is this what I always looked like?" That beast. What's your problem? What's wrong? Talk like a human. It's me. Stop! Stay back! Get any closer and I'll stab you to death. You act like you only just realized I'm a beast. That's right, I'm a beast. I killed them. Stay back. And I'll do the same to you. Help! In his hand, Bestia held the sword. Perhaps it had been hidden under the table, or maybe behind his chair. Regardless, it was as though he had expected this to happen. The merchant kicked aside a chair, attempting to flee, but Bestia closed the distance in an instant, knocking him back. He lost his balance and slammed against the wall, but still had he made to escape, though the beast stood blocking his path. No, please stop this. Don't kill me. My beloved is waiting for me back home. I can't leave her behind. And why should I care? I don't have to censor that, right? No, that's good. Yeah! A dreadful scream to echo through the dining room. Okay. Just making sure I can censor. I reflexively covered my ears. But please, help! Someone, anyone! No one's gonna come for you. This mansion's a long way from town. Help! That woman, where'd she... Why isn't she here? She was just... You'll kill me if I don't kill you, and so I must show you that I will. I must show you that I'm serious. I must kill you or you won't understand. You just won't understand. If I don't show you firsthand, you won't understand. I'll make you understand. I'll make your flesh and bones understand. Kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Kill you. Starting to sound like a metal screamer. Monster. That's right. I am a beast. Some Higurashi blood splatter. That's the beast laughing. I want somebody to go insane in a piece of media, but then like when they do their evil psychotic laugh, it's just like hee 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 hee. I'm gonna murder you. Hee hee. They had been enjoying a peaceful meal around the table together just minutes earlier. So what triggered this? If I were to guess, the merchant saying the word knife is what caused the beast to snap. A simple, small thing set him off. I could not comprehend it. Bestia, who had said he wished for peace, was staring down at the ravaged corpse of the merchant, the look of ecstasy on his face. Master, can you understand how he felt? No? Even just a little? Okay, maybe. Like when you put it that way, yeah. Did he not yearn for peace, but for slaughter? Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Who the hell is Pauline? Sorry. I'm starting to think these backgrounds are not hand-drawn. Chat, you're gonna have to give me 2 seconds to take a sip of water to see if I can get my girl voice after doing that deep of a voice for so long. All right, that does it for today's shopping. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, snack time! There's nothing better than having a ham sandwich in the park. Oh dear, maybe I should lower my voice when I'm talking to myself. Well, same. Also, sorry. Wait, you can see my mouse, chat? But it's so nice out. I just can't help myself. She's so adorable. Does the weather have anything to do with talking to oneself? Not important. Food. If he were here, it would taste even better. You better be talking about me. I wonder when I'll get to see him next. Oh, this is gonna be the merchant's person. This is the merchant person. Girl, if you were with the merchant, you could have done better. I'm sorry. Pauline, there you are. Oh dear, what's got you so frazzled, Mom? Oh Pauline. What is that? Did something happen? What's the matter, Mom? Mom? Pauline. This isn't like you, Mom. It's not like you at all. Tell me what happened. I told you to stay away from men who trade. Huh? Oh, Pauline, my dear daughter. Why must God be so cruel to such a sweet girl? You're hurting me, Mom. Don't squeeze so tight. What's gotten into you? Listen carefully, Pauline. You must be calm and hear me out. Understood? I knew it. Your lover, the beloved man you wait for, is dead. Aww. She could do better, though. This is reminding me of Sai no Uta a lot, especially in the soundtrack. That sound reminds me of that soundtrack. The beast's humanity began slipping away from him after that encounter. He had returned to the thing I had found in the cellar. Actually, he prowled the mansion's hall looking more barbaric than ever. Despite all the effort he had put into learning to act like a human, he now ripped the velvet curtains off the walls, howling shrilly, sobbing back and forth through the hallways and ravaging the garden. Okay, prediction time, chat. Pauline's gonna run out, trying to, like, avenge whoever, meet the beast, fall in love, eventually learn that the beast killed her lover, and then mention something. Beast's gonna go insane again, kill Pauline. Prediction set. That's my prediction, chat. Stamping back and forth through the hallways and ravaging the garden. I watched him intently, though from a distance. Bestia was not merely a beast, but an out-of-control, bloodthirsty beast. Oh, the best kinds. Sorry, my model died. Just a few days ago, he had been tending the garden together, but that was no longer possible. I was quite disappointed. Eventually, Bestia discovered my hiding place. Oh gosh. I had not felt regret in a very long time, but I felt deep regret in that moment. More. Don't have enough. Not enough. I need more. I need more. I must satisfy these urges. You. Are you saying peace was not enough to sate you? Did I mishear you when you asked for peace? I was mistaken. Asking for peace won't solve anything. Blood, despair, eyes filled with terror. These are the things I need. And I've always known it. You said this mansion fulfills people's desires. Then... give me prey. No more hairs. Live humans. Why did I ever teach him to speak human language? Before long, the mansion granted his wish. Okay, so like maybe Bestie already knew deep down he wanted to kill people, but like Mel didn't be like, "Hey, yo, Mansion, hook me up with my sister." Like, no. Once a week, a villager or a traveling merchant from somewhere would wander into the forest, ending up at the mansion on the cliff. But something felt suspicious about the man who greeted them at the door. On the surface, he looked like a proper nobleman. They all eventually chose to trust Bestia. You can say he got the best of them. Okay. Mansion had an air of loneliness about it, and it was adequate to provide rest for their weary feet. There was food and a bed, and most comforting of all, there were other people. The lord of the house treated the lost souls like esteemed guests. Is he collecting them? No. He poured them fine wine and had me cook for them. No one suspected in the slightest that he was a beast. And you just let him do this? Girl, we gotta have some talkings. He put on a reasonably convincing act, because yes, I'm taught him how to behave like a master. The visitors all went to bed contented. But, as I'm sure you can imagine, master, they would never see the light of day again. Penetratingly bright sunlight, particular to this area. A beast! It's a beast! You disgusting creature! You hideous monster! Kill him! If that's how you humans want to do things, then I'll play your little game. I'll play it even better than you. I'll kill you. You get the idea, chat. He is whack. No, please don't. That's it. Cry for me. Beg for your life. Pray for my mercy. Weep and struggle and suffer and die. No one understands. No one could possibly understand my despair. What did I ever do? Was it just because I'm a beast? When did I become a beast? Why do beasts have to die? Beasts are savage, and so they must die. I'm a beast, therefore I'm savage. In which case, I'll kill them. I'll show them what makes a beast so terrifying. I've had to do so many crazy laughs on this channel. Moonlight crept through the torn velvet curtain, shining down upon the blood-soaked beast. It was a sight that would entice terror in anyone. Look at this. No one can stand up to me. Humans have no chance against beasts. More. I need more. Give me more prey. Jeez. I need to change the beast's voice. No, I'm gonna be able to do this for 4 hours. If every door's 4 hours like the other one. The mansion continued to sate the beast's demented cravings, sending not one but multiple villagers into his claws. I never thought of satiated had a root word of sate. I never seen it used like that. Into these bloodstained walls, off which echoed his monstrous howls. Yep, people be dying. Damn. Sorry. I'm not familiar with your god. Beasts have no need of gods. He be killing so many people. I have a wife and son back at the village. Please, let me return to them. Why don't you bring them back to me? I'll send them to the same place you're going. He got good at one-liners. I am with child. Please let me go. Wait. I'm with child. Please let me go. And you now? Oh shit. I can't read. Are you now? In that case, I'll kill the baby first. I don't like Bestia. I don't like that the maid is serving Bestia. He killed a pregnant woman. What? That's so messed up. I don't know where my crying thing is. Where's my crying toggle? Nope. Yeah, I guess it's that. You damn monster. That's right. I'm a monster. And by killing, no one can defy me. I have to show the world that beasts are the most frightening things on this earth. The beast began to change his style, making sick banquets out of his kills. Someday he would tie up his guests in the cellar, playing with them for hours until they finally died. Some days he would drain them of their blood and bathe in it. All of this because one dude was like, hey, yo, nice knife, bro. Like, this is the most unjustified crash out ever. Somebody mentioned pocket knife into I kill pregnant women. It's a pipeline. I'm telling you. Some days he would spread them out on the table and feast upon them. Every week, another atrocious party. He did everything imaginable. As a faithful servant of the house, I'm confident I can do most anything I'm asked. You can surely imagine my surprise at having to use the cooking skills I learned while serving the flaxen-haired family to do that. I can only wonder if it actually tasted any good. Bestia's Bestia's peculiar sword was always with him for his twisted banquets of self-gratification. However much blood stained it, it never lost its sheen. It was as though the sword drank of the flesh of humans. That's a fire bar. Master, can you imagine how wretched I felt? The mansion, once a beautiful sight to behold, reeked of death and acrimony. A stench of rotting flesh seeped up from the cellar. Even the years it spent forsaken and in ruins were preferable to that. Perhaps I only had myself to blame. It was I who invited the beast into the mansion. More. Not enough. It isn't enough to satisfy me. Bestia still sought to hold more of his perverse parties. Lost villagers were no longer enough to quell his urges. It's like greed. Like, are these based on the 7 deadly sins? What would Mel's be? His was like... It could have been lust. But no, because the maid was like, oh, you're too forgiving. Maybe it's like sloth? I don't know. Pride? Because he like thought he was forgiving? I don't remember. Might have been pride. was indeed a genuine beast. And in time, this is what he began to wish for. Can't you get me any better prey? Something truly exquisite. The perfect prey to quench this maddening thirst of mine. Do you know what he meant when he asked for the perfect prey, Master? Perhaps a hero, someone courageous enough to stand up to him, with whom he could enjoy a battle to the death. Perhaps a dazzling young nymph to satisfy his other primal urges. Girl, that was crazy. Perhaps what he wanted was not human at all, but a demon or a phantom. I would soon find out, as the mansion attempted to grant his wish, bringing yet another guest to the house on the cliff. If the devil guides us, if God guides us, and perhaps I could accept that this was fate, then it makes sense that I am here. It's gonna be Paulina. Is anyone there? I've lost my way. Would you please be so kind to spare me a little food? Ah, there. There it is. Here comes the poor little offering. They never learn. They just keep coming again and again. The mansion keeps granting my wish. I'll be glad to provide you some food. And you're welcome to stay the night, get some rest. I'll have a room prepared. No way. No way. No way. It even says white-haired girl. Wait, but this is like 100 years later. Why are all these people just like not caring about time? I'm so confused. I have so many questions. Also, can we talk about the fit? I don't know about this one, chat. Kind of looks like Mel. Then, I suppose I shall take you up on your generosity. I've been wandering for a very, very long time. What was that, Master? Oh, she grew her hair back. Nice. You recognize her? I imagine you would. That white hair, those red eyes, skin the color of freshly fallen snow, and that flawlessly beautiful visage. You cannot possibly mistake her for anyone else. And no, it is not someone who happens to resemble her. I don't like how the music cut. That's crazy. I can understand why you would be surprised, Master. At first, I could hardly believe my own eyes. The wanderer knocking on the door that day was the very same fair-skinned young woman who visited the mansion so many years earlier. Wouldn't she know, like, this is the Rhodes Manor? The Rose Manor? White-haired girl must have spent many, many a night in the forest. Her crystalline skin was covered in red scratches from where she had brushed against stray branches and tree bark. She had even lost her shoes and was standing there barefooted, looking quite disheartened. But that did not make her any less beautiful. In fact, you could just imagine the dense forest canopy parting to allow the sun to shine down upon her. The beast appeared surprised by her angelic beauty as well. It seemed as though all the madness drained from him in that moment. He said nothing, but his eyes told all. He was entranced by the sight of her ruby red irises and her pure white hair. Brr, brr. Pardon? I am a beast. This is what I asked for. Something to quench my thirst. You're allowed to be happy. But as I said, it was only for a moment. So rejoice! Imagine how gratifying it would be to see such a beautiful woman writhing in the throes of death. Weird. Weirdo. You're weird. Everybody point and say weird. You're a weird person, Bestia. Follow me. I'll have a bath drawn as well. I would not go to a random person's house in the middle of the forest and have them have me take a bath. That is weird. And once the moment had passed, the beast was barely able to contain the wellsprings of madness within himself. He wanted nothing more than to run his sword through the white-haired girl that very instant. To torture her, to defile her. You. Gross. You. Disgusting. I don't like Bestia. I decided I don't like Bestia. I draw a line at killing pregnant women and trying to, do the devil's tango with people unwilling to do the devil's tango. That's crazy. He tended to her wounds, served her supper, and drew a bath for her. And afterwards, the beast even made to provide her with a dress to wear. Even the outfit she had only worn for one night so many years before, was there, waiting for someone to put it on again. Her to put it on again. He said she could choose anything she liked. She, being a modest young woman, not really young, she's like, a couple decades old, said she needed not of such fine attire. And what a shame that was. I too wished to see her in a dress once more. You got something to tell me? That's something to tell me, maid. I need not such fine clothing. You needn't be modest. No, that's not why. Are they not to your liking, then? No, my apologies. You are very generous. Foolish girl. Smiling and calling me generous. I was simply imagining what a pretty sight it would be. The sight of her fresh blood splattered on it. The sight of her life slipping away in it. I'm glad that, after wandering for so long, I ended up here in this mansion. And in a few hours, you'll be feeling the exact opposite. Get all the rest you need. I shall see you again in the morning. I thank you. Bestia then made his way out of the girl's bedchamber. His mask came crumbling off after taking a few steps. There, that's precisely what I wanted. Just imagining how such a beautiful woman will scream. How she'll beg for her life. Hey, are you there? The mansion has given me the perfect offering. Hey, is she not here? Oh, he must be looking for the maid. Oh, and the maid's probably in her bedchamber. Is someone there? Yes, I came by to ask if there was anything you needed. I cannot offer you anything extravagant, not like before, but I'm here to provide you with anything in my capacity. I appreciate the offer, but I need nothing. Being allowed to stay the night is more than enough. Do you work here in the mansion? Yes, I indeed do. Yes, indeed, I do. Oh my gosh, I'm so... Chat, I can't read. Been here for a very, very long time. A very long time? You might think this is an odd question, but... Have we met before? Something about you feels familiar. And I get the feeling I've been in this mansion before. Yes, we have met. It was quite some time ago, though. When was it? It was an unimaginably long time ago. Do you remember a boy and girl with flaxen hair? Flaxen hair? I apologize. My memory fails me. Do you not remember me either? I see. You should probably not push yourself to remember then. There are joyous times, and there were less than joyous times. But would you be so kind as to answer one question? What might your name be? She asked this the first night, in chapter 1. My name? It's gonna do my name is and cut out. My name is... Why? I see. So you are... Again. Wait. N-E-L-L-I-E. It could be Nelly. I don't know. I don't get this. What? Okay, I don't get how I can't hear it. If I'm, like, traveling in the past, why can't I hear it? Again? You should get some rest. I'll make tea for you in the morning. Also, go on and close your eyes. Bestia never waited for morning to come. With a sword that smelled of blood hanging from his hip, the beast slowly, ever so slowly, crept towards the room where the white-haired girl slept. The time was soon approaching for the bloodthirsty beast to paint the walls with the young woman's blood, to turn her bedchambers into a gore-splattered altar, upon which he would offer her to the devil. However, when he opened the door, the beast could hardly believe his eyes. She was not asleep, but sitting there as if expecting Bestia's arrival. Why are you awake? Did you not go to sleep? I heard footsteps, so I... And what were you planning to do when I got here? Surely you didn't think we simply have a nice midnight chat. I was hoping to ask what it was that you wanted. To ask what it was I wanted? Do you even realize what you're saying? Can you not see what's in my hand? You know exactly what I came here to do. Are you going to beg? Are you going to plead for your life? Are you going to ask me not to kill you? If it's necessary, but is that what you want? What I want is something much, much more gratifying than your pleas. I want to hold a banquet. It's not enough. No matter what I do, it's not enough. But you will be enough to satisfy me, to quench this unholy thirst, to completely, wholly fill me to the bursting point. You want to know what I desire? I desire to devour you. Yeah. Sorry, I had to. Bestia shoved the girl back, slamming her into the mattress. He then stabbed his sword through the sheets beside her, looking down upon the girl, moonlight at his back. Clenching her slender throat with one hand, he drew his sword, once more holding the tip but inches from her nose. No matter how much blood it drank, the sword continued to shine gloriously, as though it had just come from the forge. It was an awe-inspiring, tear-shedding blade, the sight of which would cause anyone to imagine the misfortune about to befall them. Go on, mock me. Ridicule the hideous, barbaric beast standing before you. From the moment you saw me, you thought me unsettling, no? You averted your eyes. Because I had food for you. Because I gave you a place to rest. You pretended not to notice the beast. This is retribution. Retribution for you damned humans. So beg for your life like they all do. Cry. Plead for mercy. If you say that you are ugly, then I must be equally ugly. What? Hey yo, I think this bitch crazy. This bitch psycho. I can't do this, chat. What came from the girl's mouth was neither a plea nor an insult nor a scream. Full-grown men had wept before him, and yet this slight young woman did not. Despite this terrifying beast being upon her, moments away from extinguishing her life, even I almost shrieked in fright. Bestia could believe neither his eyes nor his ears. Do you not fear me? Can you not see what I'm about to do to you? What am I to be afraid of? I'm threatening to murder you, you idiot. To rip your intestines out with these claws and watch you die in agony. Did I skip a... I enjoy it more than anything in the world. Filling others' hearts with fear. The more lives I take, the more I enjoy it. I'm a beast driven by madness. What he expected was for the beautiful girl before him to desperately implore him for mercy, when nothing more than to see despair seep into every corner of her red eyes. Is this Makoto Naegi from Danganronpa? Chat, I solved the mystery. Makoto. That's 6 letters. That can fill in for the X's. I'm stupid. Even Naegi can fit. For he believed that it would be a truly sublime moment, euphoria unlike anything he had experienced before. Bestia prodded her with his singular sword, poking a slit in skin smoother than silk. You see me as pitiful, and so you are offering me release from my fate. Oh, she thinks that she's worse. She's like, no, I'm the beast. This is 2 pick-me's. This is what happens when 2 pick-me's get in a relationship. This is... Chat, it's 2 pick-me's. But she did not do as the beast wished. She looked up at him with sympathy rather than fear. This rattled the beast. He had never once seen anyone respond to him that way. What on earth are you talking about? What's going on through your head? Pity? Release? Do you not comprehend the situation? How could you be so calm? Scream, cry, shout, beg for me to spare you. Throw yourself at my feet. Throw yourself at my feet. Otherwise I'm a beast. Bitch, get mad. That's a beast that never tires of killing. To me, you appear to be a person. You're lying. You listen to the things I say, and you respond with your own words. I was taught... Oh, I was taught how to speak. I'm a beast who speaks human language. But you think. You use your mind to come up with responses. Well, actually, philosophically, that's debated on if, you can truly know that. I think what you're referring to is the Turing test. And you hesitate? If I'm a human, then why do they disparage me so? Why do they reject me and try to kill me? Because I'm a beast. A repulsive beast. That's why, isn't it? I will do nothing to hurt you. We are alike. Alike? Don't be ridiculous. How could you say that we're alike when you're as beautiful as you are? There's nothing beautiful about me. What value does outward appearance have? You have suffered much persecution, which is why you tremble in fear. I'm not trembling. I'm not afraid. I can hear the cries of your heart. What on earth is wrong? This bitch whack, yo. Why are you not afraid? Why do you not... I am afraid, but more than fear, I feel like I know what my role is. Your role? If you will have me, then I would like to remain here in the mansion. Are you mad? I'll kill you eventually. Fuck. I'll eventually kill you. Torture you, put you through hell, make you wish you were never born. That does not change my mind. Please allow me to stay. I find it very hard to believe that what you want deep down is to hurt people. And I get the feeling that I'm meant to be here. That is my role. Bestia was at a loss. He was, perhaps, afraid of this girl who did not fear him, and even attempted to embrace him. She behaved too differently from all the other humans he knew of, who only ever harassed and pushed him away. Why are you so kind to me? This beast, this murderer. Bestia's sword slipped from his hands, hitting the hard floor with a metallic whine. When the sound died down, the white-haired girl extended her hands for the beast with utmost of affability. Her fingers were white as freshly fallen snow, something this area never saw. They traced his distinctive frame. They ran across his unusually shaped nose. They slid across his rough yellow skin. They drifted around his rather small eyes. The beast trembled once more, this time not out of twisted desire from deep within, but from unimaginable comfort of physical contact. Her fingers moved so gently, so pleasantly, wrapping him in their warmth. Are you crying? A single teardrop slid down the arch of her finger. Looking into her clear eyes, Bestia came to a realization. At the same time, he felt somewhat dismayed. You are without sight. That's crazy. I was wondering, why is she getting all up in his grill, you know? Taken in the throes of his primal urges, the beast had not noticed, but there was an emptiness in the girl's eyes. She appeared to be gazing far into the distance, not focused on the man, despite being close enough to touch him. Tears had begun running down Bessia's cheeks earlier, when she had called him a person. But it was not until one of those droplets had slid across the back of her fingers that she had realized she would indeed have no need of extravagant dresses. After all, she could not see what she was wearing. That's correct. I am blind. But whoever decided that reality is only that which can be seen. I know not what appearance I have. In the darkness, everything is as one. There's no difference between beast and man. If you're a beast, then I too must be a beast. To call the girl a beast would be paramount to eating sugar and insisting it was salt. Do pardon the trite analogy, please. But you know rather well, Master, that the white-haired girl was not at all what you would call a beast. Not simply in appearance, but all the way down to her core. There was nothing beastly about her. Words brought him faint pain, but the beast still felt. On some level, I wanted to keep her at his side, to see what would happen. His next words were in large part impulsive. I am grateful that you cannot see. Without exception, everyone who had wandered into the mansion had lost their lives before the sun rose the next morning. She was the first visitor who had not met this fate. Over time, Bessia's madness gradually subsided. He even began to seem rather tame. I just realized that the music's probably pretty low. Oh. He was, I imagine, at a loss for how to behave. I too would be flustered in the constant presence of such a beauty. Get a room, girl! But it was not just her appearance. She had said she wished to live with him. A beast who had committed countless atrocities. Perplexingly indeed. What is the matter? Do you honestly not fear me? Do I appear to be afraid of you? No, you do not. But you would. If you could see me, you would react the same as everyone else. But hates me. You mock me, you despise me, you want to kill me. You don't know what I've done because you can't see. I enjoyed it. I basked in your terror. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. So why? Why do I not want you to find out? I don't want you to know how many people I've tortured, how many I've slaughtered, how much blood I've imbibed. Imbibed? I've never seen that word in my life, chat. Ever. All the horrible things I've done. Horrible. I'm aware that what I've done is wrong. But I relished in it. I wanted for so long to slaughter them. I desperately desired to see blood. Human blood. What is it that I crave? Murder or laughter? I said that I had no need for peace, yet here I am. Is something the matter? You're standing there monologuing to yourself like a weirdo, and you don't realize that you've been talking out loud at all. No, some tea. Oh, shall I make some? She is blind. Are you thirsty? No, I made some tea. You have a maid. It's probably cold by now. I thought you might want some. You don't. No, I'll take it. Hmm? What are you laughing for? Because I'm happy. Is it to your liking? It's bitter. Their life together began quietly, their days without event. They had no extravagant meals, there were no swaths of guests lending life to the mansion's halls, but there was also no one screaming in fear for their life. It was the peaceful life Bestia had lost, and he had returned once more to that quiet realm. I'm trying to debate whether to end it here or not, or chat. I'm trying to see, like, do we think that the logo title card thing is gonna happen soon? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm gonna save it here, chat. Maybe I should go longer. The first stream we did 3 hours, then 4. So it took 7 hours. My phone's gonna die though. I think I'm gonna cut it, and then next Morgana Monday, or if I stream the House of Fata Morgana again this week, we'll do a longer stream and try and get door 2 done. I want to go 1 door each 2 streams, at least for the first 3. I heard that the first 3 doors are pretty short compared to the other ones, and that the last one is like super long. That's the only thing I know. I don't even know how many doors there are. At least 3 or 4. I saved, right? Yep. Jeez, sorry, I clicked a menu. Oh. Mel's story was in 1603. Okay. I am going to ending it here. Yeah. Okay. So, chat, tomorrow. I think tomorrow. We're having another stream. It'll probably either be Celeste, or I might be just sitting and working on a model. I think that might be what I do, chat. I wanna update my model. I feel like I can do better. I don't know though. We'll see. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Um, yep. Probably gonna stream. Hopefully, I can get another House of Fatal Morgana stream in. I want to like make sure that I'm doing this consistently, and you know, that way I don't forget things in the story, and it'll be like maybe something you can throw on in the background, and podcast type thing, a little audiobook type thing. But I'd really love the music and the visuals, so you can check in every time. Um, and then also I want to be able to get through this to prove that to myself that I can get through long visual novels, and then I can think about doing other things like I don't know, Love, or I don't know. Let me check what visual novels I have saved. I'm reading Higurashi right now. Maybe I'll do Umi Neko on stream. I have like 200 games in my wish list chat. Like I don't know, Mass Effect. Mass Effect is basically a visual novel. I don't know. We'll see. Yep. I'm gonna call it a night. Have a nice day, week, night, year, life. But bye bye.